Notre Dame absolutely handling Navy. Final score, 49-10 for the Irish. The game itself was impressive. Good to see Notre Dame having some style points, but I think more importantly, this is what Notre Dame needed on a style points level, on a rhythm level, on an offensive firepower level. We will break all of that down right now. Before we do that, though, Notre Dame fans, make sure you're subscribed. Think your Irish are going to be a college football playoff team. However, big one against Pitt this upcoming weekend. We'll have a preview and prediction for you in that game this upcoming week on our Tuesday show. So the bottom line is, if you're a college football sicko and you want to hear more about your Irish, we're talking college football all year round, make sure you're subscribed. We appreciate y'all in advance for that. But let's start with what I just said a second ago. Style points, style points, style points. It's a bizarre year in college football where I think 10-2 may or may not be good enough to get you into the college football playoff. Notre Dame's in an interesting spot right now where those first playoff rankings come out, they're number 10. A lot of people got upset. It's the logo. Who has Notre Dame beaten to be number 10? We said on this show, I think what the committee is saying, and what we said in our own rankings, you trust what Notre Dame's done. You don't have any massive questions around what they have at a personnel level or what they've shown you on the field. Yeah, they lost to Miami, lost to Texas A&M. Never good to lose a football game. But the questions you have around Notre Dame are lesser than that of what you've asked about Texas. You're asking, what's up with Arch Manning? Is he good enough to get Texas where they want to go? Questions you've asked about Oklahoma and what John Mateer looks when he's unhealthy and when you have the defense not looking great against Ole Miss. So I say all that to say, right now for Notre Dame, they have pole position in the 10-2 family, if you will, should they finish 10-2. And I think we're going to come down to here when it comes to this 10-2 conversation, it's going to be very beauty contest-ish. So Notre Dame, if you go win every game 49-10 the rest of the way, you're in the college football playoff. Don't give them a reason to doubt you or question you. Well, they kind of played Pitt a little bit close. Don't give them a reason. Notre Dame, I think, understood the assignment, walked out here, and handled business against Navy. So the style points part of this is massive. It needs to be mentioned. But I think with the way it looked, too, offensively, that offense, for the first time, I think, in a year and a half, give or take, that was the first time I can say, okay, that's what the Mike Denbrock offense, I think, is supposed to look like if Mike Denbrock has his say on things. Because last year, Riley Leonard was phenomenal. Riley Tebow, I mean, he was just willing this team to victory. He was doing everything with his legs and doing great things off play action and the slot fade stuff to great. Like, he was awesome last year in the Riley Leonard experience, but Mike Denbrock wants to throw the football down the field, man. That's Mike Denbrock's bread and butter. Yeah, he wants to get the quarterback on the move and run the football. All that's true. Mike Denbrock, in his heart of hearts, wants to throw the ball, I believe, right around 30 times a game. Now, that wasn't the number that C.J. Carr got to yesterday, but he was trending towards that. 13 of 16, 13 yards in attempt from A1 C.J. Carr. That is what Mike Denbrock wants to do. And C.J. Carr being able to execute that, that's where Notre Dame gets really scary. Because here's the deal. Jeremiah Love and Jarian Price are the best running back room in college football. You are not stopping Notre Dame with an honest front seven. If you want to stop Notre Dame in the run game, you have to bring somebody extra. Roll a safety down, have your package in that front seven. Whatever you got to do, you're not stopping them saying, we like our guys versus your guys. If you try to play that way, Jeremiah Love will make you look foolish and have you eating turf and picking it out of your teeth for the next several weeks. That is the fact of the matter. So, with that being the pretense for this whole thing, if you're going to try to stop Notre Dame on the offensive side, you got to commit more to the run game. So, C.J. Carr emerging in this way and saying, all right, get the wing loose here, baby. First-year starting quarterback, not anymore. We're in November. All right, I have to be past that. I have to be better than that. He was better than that yesterday. I know it was Navy. I'm not worried about that. What I think Notre Dame is doing right now with A1 C.J. Carr, what they did yesterday, is the same thing you're seeing Ohio State doing with Julian saying, listen, we know it's not the best competition in the world. We know that Purdue and Navy aren't world beaters. So with that opportunity, we're going to give our quarterback a chance to build some confidence and have this feeling in game of pushing the ball downfield and dropping some freaking missiles to Malachi Fields, to just insert whatever skill player you want there for Notre Dame. And they did that yesterday at a really high level. So if it's about the eye test, and again, the committee has proven it is going to be a pretty, at least in these first rankings, a pretty heavy eye test driven playoff format. You can very easily see Notre Dame with that style of offense, run it or throw it, plus that defense. You don't have to squint to see Notre Dame being a problem should you choose to put them in the college football playoff at the top of the 10-2s, which is, I think, the way this thing is going to trend. So as you zoom out now, this is the style of Notre Dame that they're evolving into that made you nervous when we sat here in the preseason and talked about what teams could be and eventually be when it comes time for the playoff? Notre Dame, you already know it's the Marcus Freeman traits. Like, they're going to eat glass. They're going to chew nails. They're going to run their head through a door for that dude, their head coach, because he's a tremendous culture. It's a tremendous chemistry. It is we're going to find a way to win a football game way about themselves. That's already a given. Same deal with the defense. Yeah, it's new pieces. Sure, there's some growing pains. That defense is going to be good enough, I believe, in just about every game to give them a chance to win. So now you have an offense that's explosive, not just serviceable, not just can score points, but can score from striking, from anyone on the field, rather. They can push the football downfield. Jeremiah Love's a walking 90-yard touchdown run waiting to happen. You have those elements baked into Notre Dame, along with everything else I just said. That's where Notre Dame makes you nervous in any given playoff setting, because we've seen them in the college football playoff. Just give Marcus Freeman a chance. Just give his team a chance in a four-game setting, or in a four-quarter setting, I guess four-game setting rather, for the Fighting Irish, with how this whole thing could shake out. And they're going to be in more than good position to make some noise. Case in point, what last year was. So I'm not doing backflips for what the Navy game was, but I'm more so excited about the way they're trending and what it means for the Irish when they get to the college football playoff, because I think they position themselves pretty well to be able to do that. But Irish fans, get in the comment section. Let me know your confidence level around this Notre Dame team, not just to make the college football playoff, but to go on another run and compete for a national title yet again under Marcus Freeman. Make sure you're subscribed. Cato on the ones and twos. Myself, JD PicKell. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will keep this party rolling. We will see y'all next time.